What's up, YouTube? Hudson Fan 15 back with a very large mail day. Let's get started. A couple music pickups. First off, the new As I Lay Dying, Awakened. Solid overall album. Been a fan of theirs for a while. And the one that I'm a little bit more excited about actually is the new Nonpoint, self-titled. This is a band I've worked for in the past, and they killed it on this new record. I Said It, Left For You. A lot of really solid tracks, and this week $9.99 Best Buy with a bonus Live in South Florida, which is where they're from, DVD if you're into that sort of thing, plus 3 bonus tracks including some acoustics, so a lot of fun. My father surprised me with this one. He bought a lot of autographed 8x10s, 8.5x11s, whatever this happens to be, and put that background up so you can see that one. I don't think it may be from the same performance based on where those two guys are in the dugout there, but thought that was interesting. Signed 2 different places, 2 different color inks, obviously at different times because he shortened his autograph, but and another one I'll get a holder for like this one and put this in a rotation as well. Moving on to the cards. First off is this silver bubble parallel from 2012 Bowman. This is all Hudson, by the way. This card has been stuck in the mail for almost 2 months. So I had the guy actually refund me, and then it showed up with a fresh postmark, so I don't know if it got stuck or somewhere. It was in a PWE because it was 99 cents plus free shipping, so that's kind of what I expected. But yeah, so that's USPS for the loss there. The Unity Relic number 124, the what I'll refer to as the straight ahead looking. This is 24 of 36. So I've got the 1, the 3. Got the 36 here, and then the 2 of 18 green version. The 9 is en route, and I just need the 27, and I will be all set with that, and I have that rainbow for that specific card. Another one of these ATL Heats. This is 8 of 36 with Beachy and Hansen. Trying to work on the rainbow of this one. This is the gold TH pitcher logo 15 jersey autograph 5 of 9. Obviously with the white whales, the master set's damn near impossible. So, and then the first of 3 1-of-1s. This one sold actually in a lot, and Nick had found it, Yankee Fan 95, and sent it to me, and I wasn't. It was in a lot, and it wouldn't have come up in a search, and even if it did, for what it went for, I probably wouldn't have gone after it to go through the trouble of then selling the other 8 plates off. And lo and behold, a dealer who wanted to go through this trouble of selling all the plates off individually bought it to resell and resold this one, and I jumped on it right quick. This is one of my hoodie sense moments. The 2012 Topps Mini printing plate, that's the magenta, and there is the little label. So I was surprised. It is actually a mini. It's about, maybe between 2/3 and 3/4 the size of a regular card, just to give you some perspective with the background there. So I guess that's classified as a mini. When I saw mini, I was expecting like the 91, 92 Topps Cracker Jack Topps cards, which were really mini, like they were like a quarter size. So that's interesting. Still a very cool card. Very happy to have that. Another 101 for the Hudson PC. And 101 number 2 comes a little backstory. So I'm at home one day, and think this is when I was posting that stuff from Micah up on eBay. May have been another day, but I was actually on the computer at the time, and I get a text message from Josh Johnson 55, Amish Dave. And first of all, I want a massive shout out to Dave, because I would never have known about this or this guy had he not said this, had he not done what he did, sent this message. So there's a guy on Blog TV now doing group breaks, PFUD, and it's PFFUDD. His eBay is actually the same user ID. And he said, Tom, he just pulled this nasty Hudson card, you gotta come quick. So I was there in just a matter of a couple minutes. He seemed pretty distracted, like I guess he was trying to get through the break, which, I mean, when people are doing breaks, that's fine. But he just pulled this massive card, and he was told there's somebody coming to try to deal with you on this. So he was kind of short with me. He had somebody else send me his email address. He begrudgingly showed the card again, and so I sent him a very polite message and asked him, I'd like to deal with, get first crack at the card. He's kind of hemming and hawing about it. He said, make an offer. So I cited the offer, the deal I had just done with Dine Marv, in the message, and said they're roughly equivalent cards. They're both, one of one triple threads patch autos from this year. Can we go from there? And he didn't answer. And then like a day later, the card just pops up on eBay, and for a lot of money. Like more than triple what I had offered for it. And I sent him an offer on eBay with a note saying I thought we were in discussions for negotiation on this card. And his response was, well, I just don't know what this card is worth. I kind of want to feel things out. I wasn't real happy with that. If you say that you're going to negotiate with me on something, don't post it up on eBay to try to figure out what the price is, and especially don't do it if you're not going to tell me. If you say, I honestly don't know what this card is worth, and I want to feel it out, I won't be happy with it completely, but I certainly won't be as full-on angry as I was to see the card show up on eBay. And RBI Crew 7 was in the Blog TV room at the time too, and a couple other guys that I know, but those are the main two that I was discussing this with. So after a couple of days, I sent him another message, and I said, when he sent me that, I said, at least before you take somebody else's offer, give me a chance to match it. Do me that courtesy. And a couple days later, he sends me this message with this seemingly very urgent tone to it, like I'm wasting his time when he hadn't even told me what was going on. That he had just gotten an offer that he wasn't going to let expire, but I guess it was going to later that day, so he'd probably been sitting on it for over a day at that point. And said, "Are you willing to match it?" And I was like, as long as you forward me the eBay email showing that offer as evidence that you actually got that offer, because at this point I don't trust him, I'll match it. And I think that's pretty fair, that I wasn't going to outbid myself in pursuit of a card if he didn't have a legitimate offer for that price. And I'd sent in one of the other messages, you're going to pay 9.5% on the way out. So if you deal with me directly, you'll end up with more money, and you'll be dealing with somebody who you don't have to risk, if something goes wrong, leaving negative eBay feedback. So these are things you want to consider when you're dealing. And plus, I'm going to talk to the community about you. So we agreed to a price. I sent the money over, including a couple dollars extra for insured shipping to make sure that if there was a problem, that we could go through U.S. Postal, and that's it. And the card showed up in, good time frame from when it was sent. I mean, it was just 3 days, which is fine, and it's in as advertised shape. So, The guy's name is Bill, at least the guy I was dealing with, because there were different names on different emails too, which I was a little bit confused about. I think there was a Jason in there too, so I don't understand his whole operation necessarily. But I wanted you guys to know that that was the experience that I had with him. I saw one other person, it's like Regiment 07 Guru, had gotten a Mailday from him. So, there are other people dealing with him. But just so you guys know that that was the experience that I had, that's the honest truth of what it was, and you guys can take from that what you want. So the card here that he pulled was the 2012 Topps Triple Threads TTAR 18, the Timmy cutout, wood parallel 1 of 1. And this is my first wood parallel 1 of 1. 3-color with commemorative logo patch, 3-color regular patch, 3-color commemorative logo patch. So that is a nasty, nasty card. And like I said, he did a good job with the shipping, with the packaging. It was in a bubble mailer, in a team bag, in a properly fitting top loader and everything else. So there's no qualms with shipping or whatever else. So thank you, Bill, for completing the transaction. And if I could have left feedback, I would have certainly left positive, because the card did arrive in the advertised condition in an excellent amount of time. And finally, last Thursday, I was sitting at work, and this card popped up, and I had about an hour of panic as I was waiting for a response, and I'm glad it didn't drag on much longer, because I might have actually just pulled the trigger on the full buy it now price, but I saved myself about $50 in the process. The chase has ended, and a couple of you guys, I sent a message to a few people because I was so excited. 2007, I'm sorry, 2000, I'm looking at the 7s on the back. It's card number 77 in the set. 2012 Topps Chrome Tim Hudson 1 of 1 Superfractor. You shiny. And the 1 of 1. So that is a monumental addition to the PC. I've said this before about other additions to the PC, but about rounds things out, doesn't it? You know, I've got, all-star patch, booklets. I've got, 90 plus 1 of 1s. I got to do an actual count when I get everything organized here. Superfractors, wood 1 of 1s, logo men, autographed logo men, autographed button cards and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So, yeah, that's a pretty big deal. And just in case you're wondering what this is, the next time somebody wants to do a big charity thing, the guy sent this Superfractors. My cat starts freaking out in the background. Dipstick, Mommy's not home, and it's not dinner time, so go away. And he sent it in a top loader, very well packaged, by the way. Sent it in a top loader. It's like nwsportscards.com or something is the user ID, which isn't an actual website, which I found really weird. But it had this label on it explaining what it was. In 2012 Topps Chrome Superfractors number 77, Tim Hudson 1 of 1, and then it had, I guess, their own internal number with the price, the full buy it now price, and I got it for, a chunk less than this, but still pretty close. So what I did was I signed the label, and I put the user ID, and then it's the authentic Superfractor label and autograph from Hudson Fan 15, 1 of 1, and there's that. So the next time, I'm going to save that, and the next time there's like a big charity thing where YouTubers are asked to submit their own custom things, I'm going to put that up for it. Those seem to come around. There's always people raising money for good causes and whatever else. Absolute worst case scenario will be next year's Den 1013 Main for Sue's MS Charity Walk deal, which I always kind of struggle to pick something out to send, but that'll make it a lot easier, as this is a milestone in an 11-plus year collection It's my first superfractor after years of knowing about them and missing one after another and after another. So now I finally landed one. So yeah, I appreciate that. If anybody has any of the Topps Chrome cards, I'm fairly sure I have the base. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure. And I know I've got the Atomic Refractor to 10 and the Black Refractor to 100. But if you happen to see any other Tim Hudson refractors of this particular card, let me know. And because I'll take a run at a rainbow. Obviously, with the plates, there's no way to do a true master set. But a rainbow would be cool too. And for you collectors out there, if you're thinking about doing a rainbow or a master set, first of all, know the difference. A master set is one of every version of the card made. So if there are plates as well as a one-of-one parallel, you need all of those to make an actual master set. I would recommend starting with, don't even try to do a rainbow unless you can get the rarest card in the rainbow, and make sure that you check like a Becca.com checklist for that particular card to know that there's all these different variations before you launch it, because you'll end up spending money, like overspending on lower end cards for a master set or a rainbow, and then stall because you can't get the rare ones. So it's a waste of time and money on your part to go after it if you can't get, like I said, the rarest one. So in a lot of cases with a lot of these Chrome sets, it's the Superfractor. So there you go. Alright, I do want to thank PFUD, Bill, for completing the transaction. And he's not on YouTube as far as I know, so can't link him there. But thanks to Josh Johnson, 55 Amish Dave, for cluing me into that thing going off, and to all my friends who I excitedly texted when I landed some of these. All right, YouTube, peace.